So, a lot of people just sort of hate Pharah, and I don't really know why, to be honest. Well, that's not entirely true. I do know I wouldn't be able to make this video. But anyways, it's not really Pharah's character that people hate, the same way that Junkrat's actually a pretty decent developed character, but it's really just the way they're played that ticks people off. I mean, getting blown up from places you didn't think were possible isn't the most fun thing in the world, so let's get into 5 reasons why Pharah gets on people's nerves. Firstly, Pharah is flying through the sky, as we all know, so to kill her, people have to be looking at the sky, and one of those problems is the rest of the enemies that are coming for your flesh. Looking up isn't a very good idea when everyone else is right in front of you. It's really just distracting to have to aim at a Pharah in the middle of a fight, especially when she's behind you, flanking, or whatever. She's just killing her support somewhere. With the numerous flanking routes that are super easy for Pharah to use, it happens quite often, and I must admit, it is enjoyable watching your support trying to flee from me. Secondly, Pharah can come from anywhere and escape anywhere. This is mostly just the way maps are created. On Eichenwald, the side flank works for both offense and defense, and it's also super easy to use. Her rocket boost also allows her to hover over buildings and make you wait so long you either die or can't be bothered with her anymore. Then she comes back down and keeps killing your friends, then repeats it all over again. I don't know if that's a real tactic in Master, but it seems to work well for me in Diamond. Third, we can probably all agree on this one, even me. Pharah's R1 ability, or whatever it is on PC, I think it's E or something, I don't know, but her goddamn concussive blast. For God's sakes, Blizzard, this thing is just free kills! Lijiang Tower and Ilios Well are the biggest offenders for this. No, wait. There's Nepal Sanctum too. For God's sake, Blizzard, why is this ability allowed to move people the same distance no matter where they are when it hits them? And more importantly, why is it always horizontally? Like, it doesn't matter on what surface you use it, it will always be horizontally. It's literally coded to throw people off maps. I don't think there's anything more annoying than organizing a push on one of the sides of Lijiang Garden or Lijiang Market and just hearing the screams of your best friends after the most heart-piercing, menacing voice line ever created.
Get back!
Quintuple kill.
Next, it's the fact that she's too goddamn popular in this meta to avoid. Seriously, I don't know what it is, but you can barely go a game without seeing her out on the battlefield. She's even becoming popular choice on defend, which is weird considering all the counters that are usually chosen on attack. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not 100% contributing to this problem, but come on people, I started playing her from the start of Season 4. She wasn't even popular there. I'm just gonna fit in her ult somewhere in there because it's super annoying, and if I didn't, the video kinda wouldn't be long enough, but you don't need to worry about YouTube algorithms the way I do. Anyways, Pharah's ult is probably one of the most annoying since it's perfect for shutting down the effects of Mercy's res. Not to mention, you get a nice little
Justice reigns from above!
to rupture your eardrums and pop your speakers if you're close enough to it. If you're ever playing Reinhardt, I have a nice little guide for you for when you're blocking Rocket Barrage. So let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, step number 1 here is accepting your death. Yep, sounds about right to me because it breaks through Rein Shield. It does over 2,000 damage. Pharah's ult is also deceptively easy to get when she gets an 8% charge of it per direct rocket. And if you take my average of direct rockets per game, which is around 61 or so since I last checked in competitive, so I get about 488% charge per game just from direct rockets, not to mention that I get 20% for every minute anyways because it passively charges. So if we do some simple math and you don't include splash damage, a decent Pharah player like me can get about 8 rocket barrages every game, assuming that I use them instantly in a 15-minute match without splash damage or environmental kills added into it. 8 barrages is really a stupid number for such a big impact it can have on the game. Lastly, this is something that everyone can agree on just perfectly. The absolute glue binding us all together in the struggle of Overwatch. The complete atrocity of Pharmacy. When I'm happily hovering along and I see a Pharmacy on the enemy team, I just want to give up, man. I almost get emotionally unstable at the sight of my own destruction. Pharmacy is literally the dirtiest way of playing the game, just in general. You don't do anything. as Mercy, but tag behind and give boost while racking up ult charge and solo rezzing every time Pharah dies. And Pharah is just invincible as she kills everyone in her path. Also, it isn't even something that takes skill. A bronze 2 stack could come up with it and use it all the way into diamond if they really wanted to. The other problem is the lack of suitable counters that can take them down before dying. It's just an eruption of unequaled rage inside when I see the duo flying as if they're not borderline cheating the whole competitive system. I'm gonna remind you about the end of summer giveaway. If any one of you wants a nice new shiny game by the end of the summer, then sub and tell your friends to do the same. Because if we don't get 1,000 subs by the end of it, guess what? None of you even get a chance for it. For the rest of the people who already subbed to the channel, thank you for all the support, and I apologize if you don't get to have a chance for a prize because nobody feels like committing to a free goddamn subscription. That's it, Carter out.